Welcome back everybody, and this is video number 4. This is a short video and in this video you will learn how to work on the production drawings. And today's plan is to make a new reinforcement bar and MEP key, so good luck! To start with, we have to insert one more end cap for a sandwich wall top edge. To do so, I go to Wall Properties and click on end caps. In a top edge you have to choose the latest end cap you have made and confirm. Now it will ask you if you want to update lifts and bracing and keep the same element mark. Once you have done that, you will generate the shop drawing and open it. But you can't see it here, so you click on generate element and redraw the element. Now it will appear on your production drawing. And also it will be visible on element detail field in a layout. Now on the reinforcement model, we will draw a reinforcement column. To do so, specify the first edge and the second edge of the placement. Also specify the starting point and indicate the end point. Now the dialog with the settings will appear and you can set the dimensions for the column and how many rebars you want to have, for example. But now our stirrups are merged, but we can edit at once. So we give a bar mark for this stirrup, which shapecode we are using, and for example which view we want to see on a shop drawing. I click OK. And now I will make a reinforcement group. You can see that stirrups are exploded now, and we can also modify a bit our reinforcement column by adjusting rebars. We can also take the reinforcement column and copy and paste on the other door side. I specify the insertion point and paste it on the other side. I'm also allowed to move if I want to my reinforcement column. And now it's done. You can also check a 3D preview to check the reinforcement. Now we will draw also reinforcement beam. So select the top and the bottom edge and the first and the second extension edge. Now you will get a dialog where you have to set the dimensions. Edit the stirrup, give a bar mark, and select the shapecode you want to use. But now it's merged, so we have to select all the reinforcement beam elements and convert them to the group. Now we're going to make MEP key for our shop drawing. But first you should know that definition MEP key stands for mechanical, electrical and plumbing facilities. So I make new MEP key for electrical installation. I give a name E11 and describe a bit what I'm going to use for this electrical installation. And now I add two items, which will be wall sockets from my casting materials. I specify the placement of them. Now I make one recess at the top edge. Of course, you can move it according to the coordinate system as you wish. And then I make a duct connection. I also specify where it starts and where is the end of the connection. But first I want to adjust it, so I click on adjust and bend it with the dimensions that I specify. And now I can see in a preview what kind of electrical installation I have. I confirm it. And now it's more accurate to go to the plan and place it on a plan because I have rotating element, and when I place MEP key there, it stands straight. And now I specify again the heights of my floor and the topping that I have. So my MEP key stands in the right position according with the top and the bottom edges. I can see on a preview, and then I place it on a plan. I want to place it on an inner layer and specify the rotation. Once I have done that, I go to edit wall and add it to my wall. Add, and then select the electrical installation as a single and exit. Now you can go back to your production drawing and see if MEP key stands right. But you can't see it right now, so you can go to element and generate the element, and it will ask you to redraw the element again. Once you do that, you can see the MEP key, and it's also updated in your section view and model view. You can also adjust it, move it, or copy and paste on the other side of the element. And moreover, you can go to the main view and see in the casting materials that now you have 2 additional casting materials as a wall sockets. And if you want to adjust the layout or a title box, you just simply have to go to the project manager and in sandwich wall elements shop drawings, find the element you're working on and click on layouts. Here you can basically select what fields or components you want to have in your layout. So for example, in my reinforcement sheet, I want to have reinforcement component list. And if you want to update a title box, you go to specifications. But before, you can also write if it's approved by somebody and what is the approved day. And then if you go to specifications, you can specify what exposure durability is that, concrete inner layer, outer layer, what type of concrete you have, and what is the blinding layer. All this information will be seen on your title box. You can specify lifts. Also, all this information can be updated in your administrative tool as your company wish. And then click OK. And if you open this production drawing, you first have to update the drawing. So we go to element and redraw the element. Now when we zoom in the title box, we can see all the information we have written in our project manager. For example, that we have paint, what is the blinding layer, and so on. And the same thing in reinforcement sheet, we can see the reinforcement list. Also, you can export a reinforcement bending list from report tool.